Alrighty. So, hello everyone. As the stream title says, I am a little bit sick today, so we'll see how long stream ends up being. But from what I remember, this game isn't super long, so we might be able to get through all of it in a stream. I don't know. But yes, to start off with, apologies for being a terrible content creator, frankly. I have not been on either platform a whole lot. And I am still behind on my editing. So that's a thing that I need to do. Yeah, but anyway, this game is Far From Noise, and I don't remember who it's by, but we'll go ahead and get into it. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Because I do want the game volume to be able to be heard since there's some good music and stuff in it. But yeah, anyway. Actually, one second. I might need to turn that down some, because I don't know if it's just loud to me or if it's loud to you guys as well. Okay. Hello? We're in a rather precarious position there. Hello? Can anyone hear me? I mean, yeah, breathing would be an important thing to remember sitting on the edge of a cliff in a car that might be about to teeter over. Right. Just breathe. Deep breaths. In. Out. No sudden movements. I mean, I'm not the optimistic sort, but things could be worse. It's just a cliff. I mean, I don't know, that looks like a pretty steep cliff. This is it. It's over. Just like that. Hey ho! Welcome to stream. Yeah, that would probably be my response in this situation. A certified idiot. There I go, driving away from my hardships. Goodbye, problems. Driving by the sea, I'm invincible. That was actually one of my favorite things to do in California, is take the coastal highway places. That's life for you. I've really screwed up, haven't I? Right, come on, old. I should name the car, because my IRL car has a name. What do you think? I would go with Carlos just for the irony. A car named Carlos. We've been through worse than this, Carlos, my rusty steed. I did say hi. Is the game volume too high? Can you not hear me over it? Wait, have we? Is this the worst thing that's ever happened? Remember when your steering wheel came off? And we drove into a phone box? I don't know if driving into a phone box would be worse than sitting on the edge of a cliff. I think the person needs their priorities straightened out. Was it? Crap. This is actually it. The worst thing. Well, at least it's a nice day. If I'm gonna die, I'm glad the sun's here to see it. It's just you. It's just me, you, and the plants, Carlos. Right then. I know as well as you do that you can start up and get us off this cliff. No big deal. Just one little startup. This is going to end badly. Damn it. I thought you were done breaking down, Carlos. I can't afford to wait all night this time. I like the soundscape in this game. Am I supposed to be doing so? Great. I was just thinking we needed a windstorm. Yeah, my go-to response would be sarcasm. And yes, I am reading what you're saying, Hal. Take pity on me, nature. This isn't pity, this is worse. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Crap. Holy God. I'm still here. I'm just stuck here waiting for the next slap from nature, aren't I? I got an achievement, Elastic Temper. Like, is that it? An engine failure. A passing breeze. That's it? Everything just done. See you later. I don't know. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is just how it ends. It's gonna end at some point, right? Ain't that the truth? I'm just skipping the boring bit. Probably. Birds. Oh. I wouldn't say a deer showing up is really worse. Yet another thing edging me closer to my inevitable demise. The deer's not even doing anything. Look at those antlers. Okay, okay. Enough hysteria. Try to keep calm. Get it together. We can get through this. Deep breaths. I bet it's friendly. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a deer bite people before. 97% for sure they don't eat humans. 96%? Hey, Jay. Okay, all the more reason to make friends. Can you hear me? Ahem. I don't know if shouting at a deer would be a good idea. Can you hear me? I'll take that as a no. Unless he's ignoring me. I'd ignore me too if I were him. Serves me right for intruding, I guess. It moved. Well, yes, it's a living being. It's probably going to at some point. This game is very pretty. What are you looking at, dear? Do you see something? Or are you just being wistful? Yeah, that's cool with me. What are you doing? What do you want? Sorry for being here. It was an accident. I don't know if a deer would be able to help me. I mean, I'm stuck. Can I help you? I am sort of invading its space. Perhaps. What? Can you understand me? There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. Is that a yes? Right, so can you hear me? I can. Well, my mind melted sooner than expected. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The feeling reciprocates. We've met on a significant day, woodland boy. Significant how? I'm glad you asked. Today I have decided to go insane. Is that so? It is so. And how did you decide? It's simple, really. Firstly, I drove off a cliff. I mean, you're not off the cliff yet. Secondly, I talked to a deer. Thirdly, thusly, yet to be written. Uncharted. The vast unknown in which I befriend an elk. And then die. Not an elk. Sorry. What were you saying about horizons? There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. I don't think this qualifies for freedom or happiness. Your soul is free to follow the flow of the ocean's tide. You've got a funny idea of free, my hooved friend. You are alive. For now. You have an ocean of possibility before you. You mean the ocean? The literal ocean. Well, you have both. But the feeling of looking deeply across an ocean, there is no parallel. The pulse of the tide, the sigh of the breeze, captivating, elusive horizon. You have simply been gifted an anchored perspective. Fortunate, I would even say. I admire your optimism. I really do. But it's too late for that. I've already checked out. You seem to still be clutching on to me. Only just. If you are alive, that is enough. Ooh, I missed that. Alive or expired. Well then, I'm in limbo. Is this how you envision limbo? Maybe? I suppose in time all becomes clear. You're an unrelenting fountain of encouragement. Thank you. Above all else, we have hope. What the heck am I supposed to be hopeful for now? Getting out of your current situation. Assuming that is your ambition. The hanging off of a cliff situation? It is a situation with a conclusion. The conclusion is not out of your control. Potentially. Am I hallucinating? That is not for me to say. Or know. Well, are you real? As far as I can tell. Perhaps you are a hallucination of mine. Who can say? So you're saying none of us could know if we are real? How could you know for certain? When all that you experience is filtered through the lens of your own perception. Well, it doesn't really matter in the long run, does it? You may as well accept your own perception as real. I mean, that's not entirely true, because you'll never perceive things any other way. So you are saying that reality is in the eye of the beholder. Well, if we're both not real, then neither of us know anyway. So we're real to each other. Basically, let's just accept this. We are here. I'm terrified. Worrying will not help you here. But what will? First, take a moment. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Count backwards from 5. At 0, exhale. Okay, that did help. That's actually one of the breathing exercises I do when my anxiety starts getting bad. Wonderful. You can gain clarity and perspective when you slow your thoughts to a glacial pace. Now, what are you going to do? Somehow drive back to safety? Though none of the tires sitting on the ground does hinder that a little bit. Have you tried? Well, obviously I could give it another go. Okay, bad idea. That did not sound quite like the correct noise. I thought this might happen. You did. And yet, here I am. What lies behind us does not matter. It is best to be done with it. Blunders aside, let us look to this moment as a fresh beginning. How can you overcome your quandary? Patience, my man, patience. It is unclear how much time you have to be patient. Well, it'll probably need the whole night. Let us hope you make the whole night. Comforting. Very comforting. Thank you. Perhaps you should explore other avenues of escape. Like what? Have you considered getting out? Well, no. A viable option. Easy for you to say. You're on the right side of the situation. You are not a world away. I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. Oh dear. Nope. Looks like we're here for the long run. So, why were you wandering here? It's a strange place to be. I could ask you the same question. I don't really feel like talking about it. As you wish. And anyway, I totally asked you first. I drift as a cloud to the various places that call to my spirit. This is one such place to watch the world unwind. It is beautiful. I am glad you agree. Not everyone can appreciate what lies before them. Well, I was freaking out a little bit before. A forgivable offense. Do you come here every day? I go where I'm drawn to. These cliffs have always held significance. It seems the hands of fate pointed us both here today. What drew you here? There is something special about this edge of the world. Well, I mean, I don't pick any old rock to throw myself off. I have taste. Does this place feel strange to you? I don't know what it is. It feels significant. Like we're the only two left in the world. For all we know, we are. That doesn't bode well for the fate of the planet. And the planet will continue on. Probably better off. What do you think it is? The significance? Everything. Combined. What you feel is sunbeams streaming through the sky. Weave through every hum of life on this cliff. Until they sing. The significance is the harmony. The sum of life. Is death involved in the sum of life? Death is essential in this scene. For the harmony of life rings only the more pure for its impermanence. Would any of this be quite so beautiful were it everlasting? Everlasting is an exhausting notion. Perpetually me. Perpetually here. In perpetuity. Then you can appreciate the poetry of transience. And so shall read my tombstone. She perished violently in a fireball at the bottom of a cliff, appreciating the poetry of transience. Sarcasm, my go-to. If you like. I guess I just feel like a spectator. Spectator. I feel like I'm looking at something. Not like I'm part of some grand, beautiful design. Largely down to your perspective. Like a narrow mind? An obscured line of sight. Obscured. Blurred. By the arrogance of youth? And by the glass of the windows. Oh. You cannot hope to experience the universal totality and grace of nature when your view is warped from the outset. Even if I could get out and bask in the sunbeams or whatever, how am I supposed to feel all connected? You have to extend your mind beyond the car. What for? The car is insignificant in relation to the whole. It's significant to me. Poor Carlos getting called insignificant. When compared to the grand impression of the world on the mind, on the soul, the car is a minor detail. This car is my entire world right now. In this moment, that is how it feels. Your life hangs in the balance. The threads of your fate lay exposed. The car holds you captive. What matters is what is outside. Outside the car. Yes. Outside. Let's see, we have... There are a lot of rocks. And a talking deer. Whenever I found myself in a worrisome situation, far from hope, far from resolve, I've always found the comfort to be in nature. And what if your worrisome situation is nature? Sometimes you have to stand over the brink of fear in order to know truth. To stare into oblivion. The moment of perfect exhilaration will offer clarity, a tranquil restoration. And this is your idea of tranquil restoration. Yes. It is a manner of thinking. It's a manner of death proximity, actually, bud. But right this moment, you are given the chance to look. You were brought here to this grand spectacle for a reason. Here you can witness everything. Let the wind wash over you as a wave. Let the sunlight pour into you and fill your spirit. It's not that easy. Wish it was, but it's not. Think about it. About what? Your situation. Okay. You marked out your options yourself. Yes. Wait. Still? Wait. Still. In the meantime, you have an opportunity. I do. I invite you to focus your attention on the horizon. Just the horizon. The horizon. What do you see? A line? Look deeper. Truly look. Until the world slips away to nothing but you and the horizon. While days unfold, I find my sight fall to the sea. Time turns circles while the tide draws breath. I hover before myself, suspended over waves like a bird. Along drifting currents, I sweep the surface to a fold. Where I become light. A flake of glass. Hello, hell. The tide exhales in transparency, I return. Does make me feel kind of tiny. This I have found to be true. If you do not feel miniature, you are not looking far enough. I see what you mean. Like, look into the horizon? Or just around? And you can feel a connection. Something meaningful, or deeper, or whatever. Like you belong. I think that's what I'm looking for. You will not know until you let go. I'll try. Have you changed your mind? Will you share why you came here? I mean, who's the deer gonna tell? So, background check. Yes. I was studying. The study of what? Oh, are we gonna hit close to home? Oh, we're gonna hit close to home. Marine biology. The ocean. Sweet Mother Ocean. And all her kitties. Fish kitties. And Sweet Mother Ocean is your true calling. I think so? Kind of impossible to know, right? It is more a feeling than a knowing. Yeah, I guess so. When did you start to feel it? I feel like I should be lying on a sofa talking about this. You could lie down. Huh, that's alright, Dr. Deer. So, I can kind of pinpoint when my aquatic obsession started. Yes. Alright, so when I was a kid, we went on this trip. Just a holiday, visiting beaches somewhere hot and Europe-y. Normally, I'd go out swimming with my dad, but this one time, I went solo. You were what age? Maybe 8 or 9? So there's me, swimming along, with these massive goggles on. Looking for all the bright little fish in the rocks. When I see these teeth sticking out from between the rocks. Oh, eel. Teeth? Uh-huh. Teeth. Thin, spiky teeth. Slowly opening and closing. Like this nightmare face laughing at me underwater. I swam back so fast, it was kind of amazing. And that inspired you. Teeth. Honestly, it scared the living daylights out of me. I had nightmares for years. But at the same time, I was so fascinated by it. This horror movie monster was living down there this whole time. No one sees it. And for like the longest time, I couldn't stop thinking about it. How many other weirdo creatures are down there, you know? Did you ever discover what the creature was? I'm pretty sure it was an eel. They're totally harmless. Not really, not if you've ever been bitten by one. In darkness, the most innocent creatures become a hellhound. I was petrified, but also hit with this wave of inspiration. See, for me it was sharks. It wasn't an eel, it was sharks. I went crazy over it, read a million books. Totally obsessed over whales. Whales. You know, their hearts are the size of this car. Quite the heart. I know, right? It's crazy. I love it. It's so mysterious. So you dedicated your life in search of solving the ocean's mysteries. You could say that. I could. Well, I was studying all this. I see. And then I wasn't. I left. You left. Studying the mysteries of life? I guess that's ongoing. I left university. Hello, meaningless loans, since I'm still paying those off. What led you to leave? I don't know. I just didn't feel like I could do it. Oh boy, did I hit a point like that. A couple of times. Just wanted to up and leave. Like, I'd waited for such a long time. And when it came, it was so overwhelming. It wasn't what I'd imagined. And I didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Okay, I need to step away for a moment because this actually is hitting a little closer than I thought it would. Hey Delphic, welcome to stream. Maybe I'm not smart enough? What if you never went What difference would it make? What else am I going to do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you are meant to do would make itself clear. Fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things meaning. Surely that is all you can do. And then everything is meaningless. It only means nothing if you deem it so. So it all meant me dying in a car. It all meant something. But for now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. With a talking deer. Why did you come here? To see the waves and hope my life becomes clear? I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. It does not always work out that way. I find some of the most important realizations come not in the moment, but after. In normality. When your mind wanders back to this place, then perhaps you will find a clarity in clouded times. Now, if the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. Precisely. Life is not over. Yet, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. If I get the chance. Where were we? Life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? Who is to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? A new beginning, perhaps. It's the beginning of being dead. Which isn't much of a start. It could be. Who's to say? Who indeed? You. Are you like the angel of death or something? What do you think? I don't know what to think anymore. You're baffling, dear. Are you an angel? In every sense of the word, no. Hard no on that one. Why did you choose this place? Hidden away, lost in space? We used to come out here when I was a kid. I used to love it out here. Would count how many faces I could see in the rocks. So many wrinkly old raisin heads. Used to call them my rock granddads. Thought I'd come back and see if any of the old rock dads had advice for me. Do they? I haven't had a chance to ask them yet. Perhaps your chance will come. Right now, all I can see is sea and sky. turtle! Turtle, turtle. What is it? A traveler approaches. What? Where? It came from the rocks and the flowers. I don't see anything. Oh, I see it. Can't tell if it's a moving rock or a turtle. I believe it is a tortoise. Close enough. Well, yeah, actually it would be a tortoise. Makes me all shivery just looking at it. Turtles are cool though, tortoises. And actually it would be a tortoise. Traditionally speaking, tortoises are strictly land dwellers. Turtles are like the aquatic versions. Sea turtles and that sort of thing, while terrapins are the more amphibious ones, existing both in water and on land, like the red-eared sliders. Soulless, scheming eyes. This person really doesn't like turtles. Black and hollow. They are hiding something. All of them. I am on to you, tortoise. Why do you hate the tortoise? I have my reasons. It means no harm. Look at it. You haven't seen them like I have. They're vicious. Vicious? Vicious. I was traumatized as a child, alright? And by a tortoise. Turtle. Different entirely. Whatever, still vicious. When I was like 9, my brother's friend brought his fun new pet around to our house. A fun little baby turtle. How fun. Imagine my delighted anticipation. Until I see it. Its turtle mouth snapping open and closed like a vice. So they forced me to grab hold of its spiny husk. Ooh, spiny husk. Did they get a... its long snake neck wriggles out and twists around. It sounds like they got a snapping turtle. And it bites me. There and then. Right on the arm. I'm still scarred. And it was a baby. Imagine what it could do now. It would slice my arm clean off. Maybe not an arm. It could possibly take a hand. This little one does not look like it knows violence. How can you say that? Look at it. They're masters of illusion. Cuteness is a veil. Frog. Toad. Oh hey, look. Frog friend. A secret meeting. Not very secret, guys. We can see you. Oh my god. That is cute. It's like a turtle taxi. I wonder where they're going. The night's greatest mystery. Maybe they're like buddies or something and they're just hanging out? I would like to believe so. Okay, Turt, you won me over. Maybe we could be friends. When did it become night? It approached without a whisper. I didn't even notice. Oh man, look at the stars. I don't even remember the last time I saw this many. That's one thing that I miss about being out west, going stargazing in the middle of the desert. You never see the stars. Where I live, you're lucky if you see the moon. That must be isolating. They mean something when I do see them, at least. In days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Don't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? Overwhelming. Just looking up all the everythings. Feel the weight of it all hanging there. But the stars are here with us, you see. They share the night with us. But why bother? Why should it mean anything? They're too far away to matter. Distance is nothing. They are as much with us as I with you. Think, does anything offer the same tranquility? Nothing lulls the soul lost in reverie as the stars. Shards of glittering glass suspended over us. Yeah, they're beautiful, just isolating. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. How am I supposed to choose? Choose the brightest. Okay, got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A strand of silver weaves its way across a galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. Lucky star. I just can't fathom things too infinite. It's painful. The beauty of the night is its ability to levitate you, weightless one moment, and swallow you the next. Oddly enough, it is actually nice being out here. Quite the night. I'll give it that. We used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Constellations. Yeah, you know, stories in the stars. Stories in the stars? Say what? Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations. But they're kind of dated. I see. There's stories told in pictures dotted in the stars. Ah, tales of adventures and philosophers mapped out in the sky. Exactly. Let's see if I can remember any of ours. Oh, the car headlights just came on. Direct your eyes to Zowie the Acrobat. Zowie. Zowie. The Acrobat. The Acrobat. Infamous for somersaulting straight through a bedroom window. Belonging to a Moroccan prince and stealing his favorite cat in the black of night. The cat went on to become a world-famous cat acrobat. And the prince. The prince, he became so sad that he jumped out the same window 3 weeks later. Oof. How sad. That's life. On a dark night, you can just about see the cat cartwheeling next to Zowie. Haunting. Isn't it just? What other tales are hovering above? Let me think. You've got Ralphie the Argonaut. Ralphie. The one and only. It's the one that looks like a pelican. Why a pelican? Because she was a pelican. I see. She was also the greatest explorer to have ever lived. She explored the entire world, spreading stories and treasures between pelican nations worldwide. She brought the world closer together. A noble pursuit. Well, not everyone gets to be a constellation. Of course. It takes greatness. Are there more? Let's see. I'm out of ideas. I see something. What is it? Enid. Enid. Just Enid? Should it be Enid the something? It doesn't have to be. Just Enid, then. Cool. Who is she? A great philosopher. Okay, I'm on board. She was an expert in silence. Was she a monk? Perhaps. A silent monk philosopher. It was by choice, her eternal silence. But she could talk. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. In place of words, she chose thought. She considered concepts so grand. She fathomed abstractions so unfathomable. Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. That one day she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevasse. Okay, that was good. It is customary to stay silent when observing the Enid formation, out of respect and admiration. My bad. Sorry, Enid. It is kinda peaceful. Badger! Ah! What is it? That thing! It is harmless. Are you kidding me? Do you know what that is? It's a European badger. Yes. That much I can see. They're vicious beasts. This little one does not look so vicious. Trust me, they're vicious. Watch your ankles. It looks more cuddly than anything. Cuddly? If you cuddled that, you'd lose an antler. Have you tried? Have you? No. Well then. Honestly, European badgers are kind of cuddly. It's the North American ones that will probably rip a hand off. Right, let me tell you a story. All right. So when I was a kid, I had this fluffy toy penguin called Ernest. Ernest. Yes, Ernest. Anyway, me and Ernest were like best buds. Unconventional pod-dwelling peas. So this one night, I'm losing my mind because I can't find him. My mom tells me we'll find him in the morning. I'm a wreck. So the next day, we're in the garden, and I see this wisp of white blow by. Delicately dancing in the wind. It was pleasant, dreamy almost. It wasn't long before I locate the source. In the bushes at the bottom of the garden. There lies sweet Ernest. Disemboweled. It was quite the scene. So my dad goes looking for evidence, trying to avenge my woe. There, behind the hedges, he unveils this demonic, frothing badger. Nestled in Ernest's remains. Nestled. I learned a lot that day. About letting go. About the bloodthirst of badgers. They're demons. You ought not let the actions of one affect your opinion of the whole. Maybe you're right. That one was pretty harrowing, though. This one is not. What is it doing? Very little. Wandering. Wondering. Plotting. There is little in the way of plotting to note. It's all internal. Trust me. It's cute. Here it comes. To disembowel you, I should think. Don't say that. Goodbye, friend. It was a pleasure. Stop. Badger. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Your adversary has departed. Also, welcome to the stream, Hephaestus. Pleasure to see you here. Maybe they're not so bad. They are not so bad. Maybe. I need to see some hard evidence first. I don't know anymore, dear. Do you? Do I what? Do you know? Do I know what? I don't know. Then neither do I. I don't know what to feel anymore. A piano could drop on me right now and I wouldn't feel it. I just don't care anymore. I'm sick of clinging on pointlessly. Why should I still care? What is it? Wait. Oh, I totally forgot about this place. I can't believe I forgot. It used to rain here every single time when we were kids. It's like notorious. Alright, everything I said before about things being bad, they were fine. Now they're bad. The beauty was just getting started. What? What is more beautiful than this? Literally anything else. But is anything more mesmerizing than the transformation brought by the rain? Not being here? Life would be nothing without beauty. Well, we're not gonna be alive to see it. You worry about death while life ignites around you. This is the fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart for the wildest form. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky. Quakes shake the ocean to cry out. Blistering crescendo from every form of life. All are thrust from rest to revel in violent beauty. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. I feel like I should be terrified. But I'm not. I don't know what I feel. It seems like the sun is starting to rise. Have you ever seen anything like that? While I have seen storms, there are never two quite the same. I feel like I can still feel it shaking the ground. We're still here? Christ, now the sun's coming up. Thus lifts the veil of night. This night. You and I are invincible. Honestly, I don't even feel like the same person. came out here so worried about what I'm supposed to do. But it all seems so inconsequential now. It's all so pointless. Which is actually a relief. The waves will keep on crashing after I'm gone. That tree will still be clinging on. Even if I never came back. If I never came here in the first place. The consistency is so grounding. Like, it doesn't matter what I do in the future. It really doesn't make a difference. Yes, the ocean is beautiful. Maybe I'll be buried in it tomorrow, but it's pretty okay now. It's nice to have that right now. I know this cliff will still be here, even if I left. Just being here, away from everything else. Even remembering that it's here. It's like soaking up a sponge with the horizon and the clouds and everything. And then just taking it away. Leaving. Knowing that it all carries on. Hey, where are you going? Goodbye, stag. Well, it's just us, Carlos. Want to give it another shot? And there it is. So I gotta say, it's a good little experience. Some of it hit a little closer to home than I thought it was going to. Yeah, we never did try turning on the radio. Inspired by Emerson and Thoreau. I'm not sure how to pronounce the middle person's name. Mala was one of the names you could pick for the car. So yeah, that was a good little experience. But thank you very much to everyone who joined in on this stream. It is greatly appreciated. I think that I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But keep an eye on notifications in Twitch and on Discord to see when we go live next, since I don't have a set schedule. But yeah, hope that everyone has a good day, and we will see you around. Bye bye.